Well, I guess it's a question that you and I have both talked about many times in our seminars, but it's one that it's really good for people, especially if they're new to the market. What would happen in theory if like all the gold left the planet? And what would happen if all the silver left the planet?
Well, if you could snap your fingers and make all the gold disappear, basically nothing would change. Life would go on just as it is. Gold has a few uses because it doesn't corrode quickly, and those uses can also be done by silver, but silver does corrode. So silver won't last as long in the same application. However, if you could snap your fingers and make all of the silver disappear, everything would stop. We would be back in the Stone Age in a matter of weeks. I mean, modern life, as we know it, cannot exist without silver, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I always look at it from a utility aspect. I mean, this is probably a corny analogy, but if I'm going to hire someone to work with me as, let's say, a personal assistant, and one person can come in and type 100 words a minute, and that's their only skill set. But another person comes in, they can type 100 words a minute, they can design a website, they can do email blasts, they can prepare seminars, they can update videos, and just name a few other things. Mm-hmm. That's the utility value of silver versus gold. Gold is kind of a one-trick pony in my book. It's money. It has been and it will be. Yeah. It's jewelry as well. But silver has all this plethora of things that are, as you say, required for modern life. You can't have a communication system with it without silver. You can't have the satellite system without silver. You can't have a cell phone tower without it. You can all this stuff that we take for granted: microwave oven, washing machine, refrigerator, automobiles, high-rise buildings, on and on. All this stuff that everyone looks at and doesn't ever really think about how it's constructed or what's demanded of it is silver.
That's one of the big stories on silver, and that's one of the reasons it is so rare. As far as how much, it's not rare. If you melted down all the gold and silver on the planet, and you took all the antiquities, religious artifacts, jewelry, silverware, and everything else, and melted it all down, there would probably be about 5 times more silver than there is gold. But for the first time, right now, on the exchanges and in the dealers, the amount of silver that investors can buy, there's about 5 times more gold available for investors to buy than silver, right?
Right.
As far as identifiable.
Yeah, I like to say it's scarcer than gold, not rarer than gold. And I'm not, again, trying to be a semanticist here, but it's scarce. Mm-hmm. The amount of investable silver is roughly 1 billion ounces, maybe somewhat more than that. And gold is probably 3 to 5 billion ounces. So you really have a lot more investable grade gold above ground right now in world history than you do silver. And that's a concept that a lot of people really don't get. And of course, when they hear it, they don't believe it. But I want to be very specific here. We're talking about investment grade. We're talking about 999 fine silver that's deliverable against a COMEX contract, or a 100-ounce 999 fine bar, or a 999 fine round, or silver eagle, or that type of thing. If you look at all of those categories, coins and bullion in all forms, that's 999 fine, or you can even throw in junk bags. Yeah. You're looking at it's more scarce than gold.
I mean, people have been trying, Ted Butler in particular, they've been trying to get the Securities and Exchange Commission to look into all this for years and years and years, the silver manipulation. Finally, the COMEX